Whale number 2. This one right there. It's the gray whale. As the name implies, it's gray in color. The gray whale, it's a big whale, but it's nowhere near the blue whale. The gray whale is about 45 to 50 feet long, weighs anywhere from 30 to 40 tons. The gray whale, it has baleen. And something else I want you to know about the gray whale, it's missing something. It doesn't have a dorsal fin. It doesn't have a fin on its back. It has no dorsal fin. Now think about having a dorsal fin. What does a dorsal fin allow you to do? Well, what it does is it keeps you, when you're swimming, it keeps you from spinning over. So if it doesn't have a dorsal fin, what can it do? Oh, that means it could spin over. What I'm leading up to is, how does the gray whale eat? What the gray whale does is it gets a breath of air and then it dives down at the bottom. When it goes down at the bottom, because it doesn't have a dorsal fin, it rolls over on its bottom. It takes a big bite out of the bottom, spits out all the water and the sand, swallows everything that was in it. What would be in it? Well, down at the bottom, there's going to be some crabs in it. There's going to be some clams in it. There's going to be some shrimp in it. There's going to be some worms in it. There might have been a flounder down at the bottom. It's just going to swallow all that stuff. So that's what it eats and how it eats it. It dives down at the bottom, takes a big bite out of the bottom, spits out the sand. Oh, one of my favorite all-time students, Edie O'Connor. Edie sent me this. I thought it was here. I guess it's not there. What she has is she has a place up on Camano Island. And in Camano Island, gray whales commonly go around there. In fact, I heard there was one up there last week. And when the tide goes out, way out, like on a spring tide, you can see all these divots in the sand. And that's where the gray whales went up there and ate. Sorry, I thought I had that picture. I guess I didn't. Got it. We're talking about the gray whales. Now, the next thing I want you to write down is they had the longest migration of any mammal. See, what the gray whales do is they go all the way up to Alaska in the summer. But in the summer, it gets cold. They're mammals. They're warm-blooded. They don't want to live up there. So what they do is they swim all the way down to Baja, Mexico. And down in Baja, Mexico, that's where they have their babies, or they make their babies. Then what they do is they swim back up. Right now, what they're doing is they're swimming back up. Right now, a lot of them are coming into the Puget Sound. Just a little respite. More on this in a minute. Then they go all the way up to Alaska, stay up there for a couple months and swim back. I want to talk about the babies. Now, the babies, they're not as big as the blue whale baby. About 15 feet long, about 1,500 pounds. It comes up and it drinks milk off of mom, and that's what I want to talk about. The milk off of mom. Oh, I'm just starting to drool. You know, what percent of cow milk do you drink? Are you a non-fat milk drinker? Are you a 1% milk drinker? Are you a 2%er? Or do you like the whole milk? See, 1% milk has 1% fat in it. 2% has 2%. Whole milk is milk that just came from the cow. How fatty is that? It's 3.7% fat. And when you drink it, you just feel like it's really thick. Oh, and fat is the best tasting stuff in the world, so it tastes so good. What about ice cream? Ice cream tastes good. That means it's got to have a lot of fat in it. Ice cream has 10% fat. Why am I talking about that? Why am I drooling so much? Because the gray whale. What percent of fat is the fat from the gray whale milk? 53% joy. Oh, 53% fat. Could you imagine drinking that? It's my retirement plan. What I'm trying to do is come up with an idea. How can I capture some gray whales and keep them out there? You know, have a gray whale farm. And every morning, I'd jump in the water, I'd milk me a gray whale. And then I got gray whale milk. Oh, could you imagine the linguine that'd make? Oh, you get your linguine, put a little squirt of gray whale milk in it. Oh, now you're talking about something good. Gray whale butter? I'm getting off task. Focus. Oh, what's up with that? Grab my tissues. See, every year, there's anywhere from 10 to 15 gray whales that die here in the Puget Sound. I'm really hoping one dies here in the next week or two. If one dies here in the next week or two and I hear about it, I'm going there. I'm going to make the next video about a dread gray whale. I will. I'll go you. I'll show you this baleen. Like I said, I'll look into its blowhole. It's going to happen here. I'm watching it. I'm looking for it. It's going to happen. It's on my bucket list. But why do they die in the Puget Sound? Two possible answers. One, they spent the summer in Alaska. Then they swam all the way down to Baja. They spent a long time in Baja. There's not much food in Baja. And now they're swimming back. It's 14,000 miles long. And then they come into the Puget Sound, and a lot of them that die are really, really skinny. So are they dying just because they didn't eat enough the previous summer? So they don't have enough fat reserves and they just ran out of energy? And is that why they died? That's one possible answer. Another possible answer. You're right. They eat by going to the bottom and taking a bite out of the bottom. Would you eat a bite of the bottom of the Puget Sound? Me neither. See, what's happening in a lot of these gray whales is when they cut them open and they look inside their stomach. Like this one here, it died off of alki 3 years ago. And when they looked inside its stomach, what did they find? They found plastic bags, latex gloves, a golf ball, all those things. Is that what caused it to die? They can't prove it, but I got a suspicion. Two possible answers about why they're dying here in the Puget Sound. Either they ran out of energy on their way up to Alaska, or they're eating the pollutants that are here in the Puget Sound. Hey, gray whale. I gotta show you a gray whale. So right now I was going to show a part of the video, the Blue Planet, where I was going to show you these gray whales. And there's going to be this mama gray whale coming up with their brand new baby. And they're coming up from Mexico up to Alaska. And then all of a sudden the music goes a little bit dark. And then you see them. There's going to be 13 killer whales. And it shows the 13 killer whales. What they do for 6 hours, they hunt down the baby gray whale and the mom. And then what they do is they separate the mom from the baby baby gray whale. And then they start jumping on the baby gray whale's back. And they drown the baby gray whale. They show all this happening. And then they come in for a bite and they kill the baby gray whale. Mom, she has to keep going all by herself. That baby that she had in her womb for 13 months is now dead. And then all that the gray whales eat is the baby gray whale's tongue. And then I start getting really mad and I start yelling. Well, I had this part of my video. I uploaded it to YouTube and then I got a message back from YouTube saying that I did a copyright infringement. So I can't show you that clip. But it's Blue Planet, the Ocean World segment, and it's where the gray whales are hunted down by the orca whales. I'm sorry I couldn't show you it, but it would have just made you cry. All right, thank you.